Hello everybody, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com, my website, and here is the weekly forecast for the last week of November for Forex trading, the 23rd to the 27th. There will be one more day in the month, and that's next Monday, which is the 30th, but this will be pretty well wrapping it up for the month of November. And during this week we do not really have that much high impact news coming out. Of course, there are three things that we want to be watching for, and that is any news on the COVID-19 virus, any news on the COVID-19 vaccine, the two V's we're calling it, and then of course we want to keep our eyes on what's going on with the election in the US, how that's going to unfold over the next week. So let's take a look at the charts and see what we have here, see what we can expect, see if there's any good trade setups we can find. I think gold is going to be very profitable this week. I believe it will continue to trade in a range that it's been in for a while, 1851, our support level, up to 1881, our resistance level. Now it has broken up above that a little bit, but then came back down. You see, going back even several days, it's still in that range there, 1851 to 1881. So for tomorrow, I have a sell limit at 1878, and then I will take profit at 1851 with stop loss at 1898. Okay, let's look at the currencies. I'm not going to offer any signal on the New Zealand US or the AUD US. Those trade very much alike. The AUD US tends to follow the New Zealand US. But both of these have reached a 2-year high, and it looks like it could be possible that the time is up for those to be finishing out that nice bullish run that we've been seeing, okay, which has been going on for a while. It's a very, very high resistance point where they've reached now, and looks like we could possibly be getting a turnaround, but I want to wait and see to get clear direction before I would go short on either the New Zealand US or the AUD US, and certainly without seeing some evidence of continued strength in a bullish move, I'm definitely not confident at all to continue to follow this long bullish move that we've been seeing. I'm expecting to see a turnaround on both the New Zealand US and the AUD US, so no trade signal for either one of those. Then the pound US. Okay, well, I have a buy limit at 1.3215 with the take profit at 1.3345, and that's a very strong resistance point. So we should get some consolidation once it gets up to there, and it's not very far away from there now. Get some more sideways movement, unless there's just so much buying strength coming in that it breaks through that and continues on higher up. There has been positive news coming out about Brexit, a little bit of positive news, but that's still going on, believe it or not. So, but for the moment, for the time being, I have a buy limit. I expect to see some continued bullish movement in this pound US. So entry price on the buy limit, let it pull back to 1.3215. Then the USDCAD, well, this one is really not very enticing. How can I put it? It's it's just up and down and up and down and up and down. It's really hard to catch any direction on this. And you see, last week it did bounce off of this very strong support, 1.3042, and then went up away from that. Looked like, okay, maybe the US dollar is gaining some strength, but that didn't last, and then it fell right back down. And that's just all it keeps doing very recently. So I'm waiting to see some clear direction on the USD-CAD. So no trade signal on the USD-CAD, and same for the US dollar Swiss franc. Looking at the minor pairs, I'm still bullish on the AUDCAD with a buy limit at 0.9541, and there's your stop loss and your take profit. Now that will be getting up to a strong resistance area once it gets up a little bit higher, but I believe we can still see a little bit more bullish movement out of the AUDCAD. And the AUD New Zealand, No trade on this. This has been a great bearish run, okay, but it's broken below this very strong support of 1.0562, and I think it has given up the ship. I believe it's going to turn around. I'm showing divergence on one of my indicators, and I just think it's been so long since it's been this low. If you go back on the weekly chart, it's been 2 or 3 years since it has been this low. So I believe that we'll start to see a turnaround, and even on Friday we started to get a little bit of a turnaround there after these extreme lows on the AUD New Zealand. So better to wait and see. Definitely I would not have any confidence at all to go short, although this is bearish. I would definitely not go short on this. It's so oversold, and just better to wait and see if we're going to get a clear direction of a change in direction on the AUD New Zealand. So what else do we have here? Nothing on the Euro AUD, Euro New Zealand, or Euro CAD, or Euro Pound. Pound New Zealand. Okay, here's one. This is one of my favorite pairs, as everybody knows, if you follow me at all. And it just, when it just trends so well. You just put your trend line there, and you just keep going short every time it bounces off of that trend line, that strong resistance. But, however, I believe it may have reached very near to a very strong support, and this is where quite some months ago it got down here, consolidated, and then turned around and went bullish. And it's reaching that level now, but I'm going to give it one more shot, one more chance to come back up, let it pull back to this number here, 1.9184, then go short. That'll be a sell limit, and see if it'll drop down again down to that strong support area. All right, but I believe we might, in the next, it might take a week, 10 days or so before we see a change in direction on this one. I believe we still have a little bit of short movement here on the Pound New Zealand. And then the Pound AUD, no trade. Pound CAD, no trade. Pound Swiss I like for a buy limit. Okay, it moves slow, but it's got a bullish move going here. All right, and I do like this one, but we need to let it pull back, okay, to see if it's going to continue moving up. So I have a buy limit at 1.2042, and then there's your stop loss and take profit. Okay, all right, that's it for my weekly analysis. I really appreciate you joining and watching this video. If you want to get notification when I make a new video, just be sure and subscribe to the button on the video that you see here at the end. I think you can click my profile photo there, and be sure and click that little bell, so that will give you they will send you an email notification every time I make a new video. Okay, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great week of trading. Any comments or questions, just leave a comment below the video and I will reply to you. Okay, thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.